division. I'm going to put because it's not just the basic facts of division. It's not just 45 divided by 9 is 5. Okay. It might take you more steps. We're going to be going into bigger numbers. We're going to be going all the way into a 1-digit number into a 4-digit number. Okay. So long division. When we do long division, we're going to have partial quotients. And I see the word part. Highlight it, part. If you're not currently writing with us, you're off task. And there's a reason that you don't get it. Quotients, got my red pen out, a red pencil, are the answer to a division problem. I can get that color to focus in any better for you. You may see division written a couple different ways, so I'm going to show you how you might see it written, okay? I'm going to skip 2, 3 lines. I'm going to go with 3 because mine are small. Okay. The problem we're going to look at for Schnitz and Grubels, for funsies. Learn some division. We're going to see it a couple of different ways today. It's 476. And I'm going to put it in a big rectangle or area model. When we divide into an area model, we're looking for the missing factor. If you think about it, if we did 45 divided by 9, oh, sorry, divided by 5. Oh, shoot, fire. It doesn't matter. 45 divided by 5 equals, what we're looking at is something times 5 equals 45. Something times 5 is going to give us 476. Division and multiplication are related. Okay, so you may see it as an area model. You've seen these before with multiplication. The number on the inside is called the dividend. It's inside. The number going into it, being scooped out, is the divisor. And the answer that we get on the top, the missing factor that we get in division, is called the quotient. That's the answer to the problem. So you may see it like an area model. Or you may see it with this symbol. Mm-hmm. Do you see where the 5 and the 476 are? Samesies, samesies, samesies. Just one has an area model attached to it. Okay, but this is still the dividend. This is still the divisor. Good. And this answer up on the top that we're going to get is still the quotient. Samesies. We will use these two to solve and show our work. You will see it written this way sometimes. We could do this if it was a basic fact, but I'm going to have to take this sucker and turn it into one of these to work it out. This is just how it's often written, okay? And still, the bigger number is what we're dividing into, dividend, dividing into it. That's how I remember it. Okay, so this is still our dividend. I always divide into, I'm scooping into that big number. This is still our divisor. And my answer always and forever with division is going to be a what? Quotient. Yes. I'll give you a moment to get that down. And then hopefully you have space left at the bottom of your page. Are we okay? Breathing? Good? So down here towards the bottom, I'm going to write friendly numbers. And this way, when we start doing problems, you'll have some friendly numbers to go, can I count by that one? Could I use that one? Okay. Since we're going to be going all the way up to 4-digit numbers, the highest friendly number we probably need is 1,000. And what do I mean by that? I mean, I can count on my fingers by thousands. 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000, 6,000, 7,000, 8,000, 9,000, 10,000. That should be a friendly number for most of us. And then from here, we're going to work our way down. Some of you may be able to count by 500s. 500, 1,000, 500, 2,000, 500, 3,000, 500, 4,000, 500, 8,000. But if that 5,000, I mean, if you mess it up like this pattern, that's probably not a friendly number for you. If you're sitting there going, I can't do that, Kamari, focus. If you're sitting there going, I can't do that, then it's not a friendly number for you. Okay, so I'm going to put it over here off to the side for I don't know about that one for me. If you were like, I can do that frontwards, backwards, sideways in my sleep while eating ice cream, then it goes over in your friendly number section. Okay. Some of you, as we come on down, I can't count by 400s very well. Now I do know my 4 song, but not when I'm counting by 400s. Okay. That might be confusified to me. I can count by 200s pretty well. 200, 400, 600, 800, 1,000. But if that one's not friendly for you, then it's kind of over here in this area. These are iffy ones. Okay. If I come on down though, I'm like, we should all be able to count by 100. Right? Let's count by 100s. Wow. 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 800, 900, 1,000, or 10 hundreds is 1,000. Honey, wake up, be with us. Okay. All righty. So do you see those are definitely friendly? We talked about this one just a little bit ago, 50. I can do 50s pretty well because I'll put my fingers together and be like, that's 100, that's 200, 50, 50, 100, 50, 200. I can do that one. So 50 is friendly to me. If it's not to you, stick it over in the questionable side. For me, 50, I can do 50s. Okay. You may, if you had to count by quarters, 25, 50, 75, 100, 25, 50, 75, 200, 25, 50, 75, 300. I had to count by quarters when I was a kid your age. Okay. You may have done that in first grade. I don't know if you did or not, but if you did, the 25 might be a friendly number for you. We're kind of just working our way down. You guys did really well with 20s over here in my classroom. So I think 20 would be a friendly number for you. Friendly number just means I can count by that one without getting super stressed out about it. Because if you're getting super stressed out about it, it's not friendly. Friends shouldn't stress you out like that. Okay. 20. Then I don't really count by 15 much, but I think I can count by 10s. Yeah. I think 10's a pretty friendly number. Right? 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. All righty. And then I think the next one down is 5s. Now you may be like, Mrs. Patterson, man, I can do those 6s now that I got that song. So 6 may be friendly for you now because you can do 6, 12, 18, 24, 30, 36, 42, 48, 54, 60, 66, 72. You may be like, Miss Patterson, I got 6s. Okay, then it's friendly to you now. Okay. But I think everyone should have our 5s by the time we get to 4th grade, right? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100. Ready or not? Here I come, right? 4 may be friendly for you now because we got the 4 song. 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, 32, 36, 40, 44, 48. And 3 may be friendly to you now because we have a 3 song. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27, 30, 33, 36, right? But definitely 2. You've probably been counting by 2s for a while now. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, so forth. Okay. And then 1 doesn't really do you any good Okay, because any number multiplied times 1 is going to be itself. So 1 is always friendly, but it doesn't really take much of a scoop out. Okay, so this is kind of all the friendly numbers that we're going to be using. That's it. So when you're stumped, you're like, what number could I use? Well, ask yourself, could I take out 1,000 at a time, 5 scoops of it, or 4 scoops of it, or 3 scoops of it? Okay. All right, here we go. I'm going on to my next page. You got these down with me? Yeah. Do we understand what we mean by friendly numbers now? Because we've been talking about that, but I want to make sure you understood it really well. And now you have them in your book so that if you're like, when Miss Berry says, hey, find a friendly number, you're like, huh? What them things? We'll go back to the one that says division at the top and find friendly numbers. All right, now we are going to practice that problem that we just wrote down. 5. And we're going to use the area model. Notice when I draw it now, I leave it open because I don't know how much space I'm going to need. I know I'm going to need at least 3 down because I'm going to be subtracting and having some left every time. I'm going to need at least 3 down. I don't know how far across I need to go. Okay, so every time I see that divisor, the one on the outside, here's what I'm thinking. Number of kids. Mm-hmm. Now I'm gonna draw a longer arrow. This is candy I have. I got 476 pieces of candy. I got 5 kids that are like, Miss Patterson, I was awesome. I made straight A's. I practiced kindness and perseverance. I get all the candies. And I'm like, yes, you get all the candies. All right. And up here across the top, eventually, don't write it right on the line, but eventually this is going to be the candy to each kid. How much did each kid get? There's that each, which means if I multiply it times 5, it's going to give me my original amount. Okay. I want to find the biggest friendly number I can. Because the bigger the scoop I take out, the fewer times I have to do it. Right? The more candy I give to each kid at the beginning, the less times I have to keep scooping. Okay? So look back at your friendly numbers and decide, what do you think is the biggest friendly number over here that we could use? Talk with your friends. What's a friendly number we could use for 5 kids? Could I give each kid 1,000 pieces? Okay, so talk with your friends. What might be the biggest friendly number we could use? Someone come include Malaysia over here. Someone include Emery over here. Come on, guys, let's talk. Come on. What do you think is the big? The question was, can I give them 1,000? 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 1,000 pieces of candy? What's the biggest friendly number I can give? Friendly number, honey. Friendly number. Friendly. Look at our list. Thank you. Friendly numbers. Look at the numbers we used. All right. Start making your way back to me. Okay. So I looked at my list and I said, okay, if I have 5 kids, could I give them 1,000? No, because that would be, if I hold up 5 fingers, that'd be 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000. Do I have 5,000 pieces of candy? No, I wish, but I don't. Okay. So then I move on down. 100. I go, okay, 5 kids, 100, 200, 300, 400, 500. Ooh, do I have 500 pieces of candy? Oh, I was close, but I still don't have enough. So I move on down and I thought, well, I can do 50. Okay, let's see. I got my fingers. I know 50, 100, 50, that'd be 200, 250. Okay, can I do 250? Yes. Okay, so I'm going to give each kid 50. This is the candy to each kid, 50. Okay. Each, that means 50 times the 5 kids. Each kid, those 5 kids got 50. 50 times 5, we said, was 50, 100, 150, 200, 250. So I put that here. And now what am I going to do? Yes, I'm going to subtract to see, well, how much do I have left? I'm going to highlight right here because I want you to see 50 times 5. That's where these numbers come from. 50 times 5 is where that 250 comes from. Do it with us. So now I'm going to subtract. 6, take away 0. 6, 7, take away 5. 2, 4, take away 2. So this is what I'm left with. This is how much candy, after I gave them that much, I have left. So I'm going to draw me a little nice little red arrow so you can see where this number goes. So I got to divide into it again, because those kids at Miss Patterson, we want all the candies, all the candies. You can't keep 226, Miss Patterson. You can give us some more. I can give them some more, can't I? Yes. Yeah. Okay. Could I give them 50 again? No, because I don't have 250 left. So what could be my next biggest friendly number? Look at the friendly numbers. Talk with your friends. What might be my next friendly number I could use? So could I do 25? I heard that one over here. Because I went, if you look at my list, I could not do 50. I can't go up. I got to go down. 50, I could try 25. All right, so I'm going to hold up 5 fingers. Here's my 5 kids. All right, 25, 50, 75, 100, 125. Could I do 125? Yes. Yes, so I'm going to do 25 to each kid. 25 times 5, we said, was 125. I'm going to subtract to see what I have left. How close did I get? What's left? Okay. 6 minus 5 is 1. 2 take away 2 is 0. 2 take away 1 is 1. Take my red pen. See, I have to keep, there goes my box again. I have 101 pieces of candy left. Can I do 25 again? No. Okay, so let's look at our friendly numbers. What could we use? You want to try 20? Let's see if 20 works. So I got my 5 kids. 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. Could I do 20? So I'm going to do 20 up top to each kid. 20 times 5 was 100. I subtract to see how close I got, what I have left. What do I have left? 1. Can I give each kid another piece of candy? No. So this is what's left for Miss Patterson. You think those kids got all that candy? I get one piece. Yeah, I got one little piece left. Okay. So this one, we're going to circle it. It comes up as a remainder of 1. Now I have to go back. These are part of the answer. I have to add them up. I've got 50 plus 25 is 75. 75, 2 more 10s will be 95. Remainder 1. So my answer is going to be 95. Remainder 1. So each kid is going to get 95 pieces of candy with 1 left over remaining for Mrs. Patterson. That is the answer. I wish we had time to practice another one. We will come back to it again tomorrow. How do you feel about this so far? Okay, starting to figure it out, I hope. Okay, it's lunchtime, guys. Thank you for your focus. I mean, that went by so fast. All right, we will see you guys after lunch and recess. Thank you. You did good participating there. Thank you. I know, we just haven't had time yet.